Now we'll design a network for the RIP. So first, I'm taking two generic computer. So carefully, you note down all these things. Otherwise, it would be difficult for you to design a network. I'm taking this 295024 switch. Again, two routers. So generic routers I am choosing, right? Okay. And then the automatic connection. Automatic connection, it means there are multiple types of wires are there that we can use, like fiber optic cable, twisted pair cable, coaxial cable. So I'm choosing here automatic. It means that as per the requirement, the respective wire would be chosen. Okay. Then I will connect. So as we have discussed, this is a one autonomous system because RIP is an intra-domain routing protocol, right? So here it is connected. Now we will assign three IP addresses, but we are creating three networks. So here it is 10.0.0.0. So in theory, actually, I discussed with you how the router search respect to network address based on the network address and the mask value, right? So these are the three network ID we have assigned. Based on this, now we will update IP address. So 10.10.10.2, for example, subnet mask automatically chosen because this is a class A address. So in subnet mask, you can see the class A subnet mask he has taken. Now, default gateway. What is a default gateway? Default gateway means a gate by which the packet will be transmitted into the network. That is a default gateway. Like in our college, you will find in every computer, the default gateway address is written like 192.168.0.11. Why it is the same address is given for every computer? Because the router uh, uh, address is 190.168.0.11 and the router is nothing but your cyber room. And cyber room, suppose if you want to access Facebook, your packet you have to send first to the cyber room, and then cyber room will send packet to the Facebook router, right? So that time the cyber room filter your packet, and if you want to access Facebook, he will restrict you, right? So here in this network, what is the default gateway for 10.0.0? This network, the default gateway is this router, right? So we have to assign IP address to this router. So 10.10.10.1. This IP address I have assigned to this router. Okay. So we have configured this computer. Now similarly this computer. So desktop IP configuration 20.20.20. Oh, 20.20.20.2, right? Mask value. And okay, so after 10 minutes, everyone should join. If it is, I will try to finish it within a 10 minutes, but not possible. Everyone should join, rejoin for the meeting. Okay. Now default gateway is 20.20.20.1. Okay. So this computer is also configured. Now we will configure this router. So in this router interface, so IP address for this router, IP address we have assigned, that is 10.10.10.1. Okay. And port status. So remember this, you have to turn it on. The port status, turn it on. Okay. So now we have turned it on. Now the second router, so interface 20.20.20.1. So interface and fast Ethernet 0, you have to assign IP address which is given to here, and you need to turn it on the port status. Okay, so now both the routers turn it on. So whenever you move your cursor here on dot, you will find the interface number. See here, 20, and here you will find, observe here, you will say find a clock symbol for this router. And for this router, there is no clock symbol. See, what does it means? It is a, this is one is a master and this one is a slave. Okay, as well as this is a serial 20 and this is serial 0001. By this way, actually, I can understand this is a fast Ethernet 00 and this is a serial 20 means for this router, the connectivity in between these two router. Now, this address we have to assign here. What is 30.30.30.1? Okay, and you need to turn it on. And for this router, it is showing a clock symbol. So we have to set a clock rate. Okay, so I am setting a clock rate that is 64,000. Understood? Here, this side actually I am we can see the clock symbol. That's why at this side we have to set a clock rate that is 64,000, and then you need to turn it on. This network address we have to assign. So 30.30.30.1. Now you can easily understand why the 30.0.0.0 I have written and why I am writing this 30.30.30.1, because this the mask value is 255.0.0.0. So 255, what it mean, from 0 to 255, 0 to 255, all the addresses we can assign for this network. So that's why 30.30.30.30.1 we can assign, because 0 to 256 addresses we can assign. So now again we'll configure for this router. Okay, serial 2.0 and then 30.30.30.2 subnet mask, and you need to turn it on. Okay, and see here, clock rate not set. So at this side that is a slave, that is, so we no need to set a clock rate here. Now it is configured. Now here you could see, if you send packet from this computer to this router, it's sent successfully. From this computer to this router, it's sent successfully. From this router to this router, it's sent successfully, right? Status is successful. But what is the issue? So as we have discussed in RIP protocol, this network, every network know about immediate neighbor. That's why the packet transmitted successfully. But if you want to send your packet from this computer to this computer, it will fail. See, because this router does not know about this network and this. So we have to configure this routing information. And when this router, how we can configure this routing table information, when this router shares its table with this router and this router shares its table with this router, then both the router will get the information about the another network. And in this way, this router create a topology, right? Like in distance vector routing protocol, we have seen how it works, right? So now here, note down how we can configure for the RIP protocol. It is very simple. Simply click on the router, click on RIP, okay? And you need to add the network addresses. So these two networks are connected with this router. So both the addresses we will add first here. So 10.0.0.0 add, and the second one is 30.0.0.0. Okay, add. Okay, both the addresses added. Then you need to save it. So click on setting and you need to save. So now it saved. Similarly, the same thing you have to do here. So what we will do, we will simply click on RIP and then we will add both the network addresses. This side, these addresses. Okay, so initial information we are providing 20.0.0.0 add, and the next one is 30.0.0.0. Okay, add it. Okay, so same thing actually you can do by the command. So here is a CLI tab. By clicking on that tab, you can see here this command you have to enter, and by clicking you can enter this command, and similarly you can easily configure, or you can directly configure by these buttons. Okay, now both the routers are configured, so it will take 10 to 15 seconds so that the routing table information will be updated. Now this router sharing this table with this router, and this router sharing with table with this router, and based on that they will compare and they will update their table. So even this is a simulator tool, but it will work exactly like your actual network works. So it will take 10-15 seconds and it will be updated. Now earlier it was failed. Now we'll see this time. So after configuring RIP protocol, packet transmitted successfully, right? And this is our one autonomous system. Okay, so this is one autonomous system. And RIP working. Okay, I hope all you could understand today's practical. It is not possible to discuss OSPF also within the same practical. So in the next practical, I will discuss about the RIPF, OSPF, open shortest path first, the working, as well as we will design a network, and then we will simulate for the OSPF. We will configure router for the OSPF. Now even you can make it a complex network, but acknowledge me, did you understand today's practical? Do acknowledge in chat box, did you understand today's practical? Okay, thank you. Thank you for your acknowledgement. Now, suppose if you want in practical exam, you can make it complex so that it looks better. What you can do, you can connect with the wireless devices, right? So you can connect with the wireless network, right? And devices, laptop. And in the laptop, first you need to turn it off, right? And you need to change the socket. And then again, you turn it on. And see here. Now, even though this laptop is connected, and if you want to send a packet from this computer to this computer, this laptop to this computer, so it failed because the IP address is not assigned, right? So why actually it transmitted not showed error, because automatically DSCP assign IP address, but which is not valid. The network is different, so we have to assign